Hulkenberg to Red Bull. Are you guys out of your mind? This is possibly one of the biggest losers in the history of Formula One. I mean, 10 years around, haven't achieved one podium, only 2 fastest laps, and 1 pole position. Was obviously, well, you don't even want to say luck. An angel came down and gave it to him. How the could anyone come up with this bullshit? Sports.de, the Bifki website. Well, I check it because Germans. I mean, whatever. But I kind of like them. I speak reasonable German, and I kind of like them. So I check this website. Not really like, but I like to take the piss out of them. But anyway, Nico Hulkenberg. The only fancy name, the only good thing about this guy is the name Nico, because Nico Rosberg actually fair and square beat one of the best drivers in the world in 2016, Lewis Hamilton. Now, none of Schumacher's teammates ever managed to beat the master of Michael Schumacher. Nika Salo, Eddie Irvine, Johnny Herbert, Rubens Barrichello. I mean, come on. Nobody ever beat Schumacher for the World Championship. But Nico Rosberg did beat Schumacher. Not for the championship, but on points. And Nico Rosberg also, even though he's just slightly better as his father, Keke Rosberg, let's not go into that, but he did beat Lewis Hamilton fair and square. So Hulkenberg to Red Bull, are you guys crazy? I mean, look at Checo Perez. Checo Perez is beating Stroll nach Belieben. That means anytime, the way he wants it. He has podiums, he has pole positions, he has fastest laps, and we're talking about Hulkenberg, an absolute primitive loser. Hulkenberg is the category of Jarno Trulli. Not even that far, because at least Trulli won in Monaco once with Prost, let's face it. But Giancarlo Fisichella, but not even there, because Fisichella at least won as well once in a Jordan, didn't he? But Hulkenberg should not be even mentioned in Formula One. Now, I don't know why the pink car Racing Point is that desperate to get this idiot back, but this is just a loser through and through. Another loser. Quicknick, what is his name? Quicknick, Heidelberg, that was a guy, a German guy, Nick Heidelfeld, that's just exactly the same as Hulkenberg. They called him Quicknick. He was useless. Guys, I'm watching Formula 1 in 1986. Now, you don't need to tell me what is going on. If you mention guys like Rubens Barrichello, Coulthard, Gerhard Berger, Riccardo Patrese, those are just a little bit a step up from people like Hulkenberg, Trulli, Fisichella, Nick Heifeld. So everything is started with an N is kind of like a loser, except of Nico Rosberg, because he did beat Hamilton. I mean, I did help him. I did, because I whacked him left, right, and center on Twitter and said, "Listen, Rosberg, if you really want to win against Hamilton, you need to pull a little bit of a torpedo, Kvyat. You need to knock him out, because pure on space, Nick Rosberg could never touch Lewis Hamilton. When it comes to qualifying, he all-qualified him, but in a race he couldn't beat him, couldn't touch him. But every time when he put his elbow out and whacked Lewis out, he won, and also Lewis made some mistakes as well, trying to get rid of Nico, and sometimes it worked out, but fair and square, and have to give Nico the benefit of the doubt. He beat Lewis Hamilton fair and square. And big champions like Schumacher, Fangio, Senna, Fittipaldi, Stewart, Lauda, and so, been beaten very, very, very rarely by teammates. Senna was beaten in Prost by Prost in 1989. Controversial with the pushing of the car and stuff, because Prost was going for it by the guy with the big fat glasses, you know, the FIA president for France, you know, that disgusting person with the big fat glasses. And Prost had to know to put out that tongue. He had a very sharp tongue and just put it in there in the FIA's president bum and went like, I think Senna was pushed. And then they got rid of Senna. So Senna lost the championship in 1989. But let's face it, Prost wasn't really a match. But having said that, 1988, I think it was 8 for Senna, 8 for Prost or something, wins. So Prost did give him a fair challenge. But Senna was a better driver, let's face it. The big champions never been beaten by the teammate, except of Senna and Lewis. The rest never been beaten. Never, ever. I mean, that someone like Niki Lauda was beaten by a teammate? No, Niki Lauda was beaten in the World Championship by James Hunt, but they haven't been driving the same car. So, therefore, Rosberg, fair enough, fair and square. But Hulkenberg, pack up your Hulk and geh richtig scheißen. Du bist ein Scheißtreiber, du warst nie gut und du wirst auch nie gut sein. 10 Jahre warst du dabei und was hast du erreicht? Nicht einmal ein Podium? Aber okay, bitte.